On November 19, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln stood on the hallowed ground of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, where one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War had taken place just months earlier. The air was thick with the memories of those who had fought and fallen. He was there to deliver one of the most profound speeches in American history, a speech that would resonate through the ages. The crowd gathered in solemn anticipation, knowing they were about to witness a moment that would be etched into the annals of time. In just 272 words, the Gettysburg Address redefined the nation's purpose and its commitment to the ideals of equality and unity. Lincoln's words honored the sacrifice of those who had perished and called upon the living to ensure that their deaths were not in vain, but a step towards a more perfect union. 4 months earlier, Union forces had triumphed in the Battle of Gettysburg, a pivotal and decisive turning point in the American Civil War. This victory was crucial for the Union, as it halted the advance of Confederate forces into the North. But the cost was staggering. Over 50,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, or went missing in action. The battlefield was left in ruins, and the aftermath was a grim reminder of the war's brutality. As the nation mourned the immense loss, President Abraham Lincoln was invited to dedicate the battlefield as a national cemetery. This dedication was not just a ceremonial act, but a profound moment of reflection and remembrance for the entire country. Lincoln followed a 2-hour speech by Edward Everett, a renowned orator of the time. When Lincoln rose to speak, he delivered a message both brief and timeless, beginning with the now immortal words, "407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal." Lincoln reminded the audience of the nation's founding principles, tying the sacrifices of the Civil War to the broader struggle for freedom and equality. "And that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth." The Gettysburg Address lasted only 2 minutes, but its impact endures. Delivered by President Abraham Lincoln during the American Civil War, it was a speech that transcended its brief duration to become a timeless declaration of national values. It reframed the Civil War as a fight not just for union, but for the very essence of what America stood for. The fundamental promise of equality, as articulated in the Declaration of Independence, was given new life and urgency. It inspired a nation to persevere through its darkest hour, reminding citizens of the sacrifices made for freedom and justice. The Gettysburg Address laid the foundation for future progress, echoing through generations as a call to uphold the principles of liberty and equality for all. Lincoln's words remind us of the power of unity, sacrifice, and the enduring ideals that bind a nation. Subscribe to Emgotvmedia for more stories of hope, courage, and the lessons of history, stories in the key of life.